of equations, and this PowerPoint presentation is only for students who are in class 5, 6 or 7. So let's start equations. What is equations? Equations has equal signs, right? Any equation is, so equation is any mathematical statement that contains an equal sign. And we have a left hand side of the equal sign and the right hand side of the equal sign. So 6 plus 4 equals 10 is an equation. 5 minus 9 equals minus 4 is equation. 8 plus 4 equals 15 minus 3 is equation. 6 times 4 equals 24 is equations. 27 divided by 3 equals 9 is equation. And similarly, y plus 4 equals 10 is an equation, right? Then 2a plus 4 equals 12. This is an equation. So these are all examples of equation. Equation has left hand side and right hand side. And it says left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So equation is nothing but balance, right? And if you do something to one side, you must do to the same thing to the other side if you want to solve an equation. Like equation, just like a seesaw, right? So we must keep the seesaw balanced. How? If you put a people on one side, you have to put the same type of people on the other side to make it a balance. If you put another small people on one side, you have to put the same small people, similar small people on the other side to make it a balance, right? And if you want to take the small people from one side, you have to take the small people from the other side to make it a balance. Otherwise, it will not be an equations. So equations work the same way, except we do not use people. We use letter like A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, etc., etc. For example, say equation is x plus 5 equals 15. And our object is to find the value of x. So, and this here plus 5 is giving us trouble. Yes, we need to get rid of plus 5. So we can get rid of plus 5 with minus 5, because plus 5 and minus 5 equals 0. And what you do to one side, you must do to the other side. So we're gonna do minus 5 both sides. So plus 5 minus 5 here will be 0. So x will be on its own. On the other side, 15 minus 5 will be 10. So x is 10, right? X is 10. So we use balance method to solve the equation. And the golden rule is again, whatever you do to the one side, you must do to the other side. For example, we have a 3 example here. First one is x plus 2 equals 7. Second one, 2x plus 3 equals 11. And the third one is x minus 2 equals 6. So let's solve the first one, which is x plus 2 equals 7. And we have to find the value of x. To find the value of x, we must have x on its own and everything to the other side. So this is x plus 2 equals 7. It is balanced. Now I need to find what x equals to. And we have a 1 and 2. This 2 is giving me trouble. I have to get rid of this 2 from that side. So we can subtract this 2 from that side. So we have to subtract the 2 from the other side. So done, minus 2 both sides. So x equals 5. So answer is x equals 5. Second equation, 2x plus 3 equals 11. we need to find x equals what? So let's say this is 2x plus 3 equals 11. It is now balanced, right? Now I need to know x equals what? So first thing I'm going to get rid of this is the number alone, not with the letter, the number alone. This is plus 3. I'm going to get rid of plus 3 from that side. So I have to subtract 3 from that side. When I subtract 3 from that side, I must subtract 3 from that side too to make it a balance. So let's do it. So this 3 gone and 11 minus 3 equals 8. So 2x equals 8. 2 times x equals 8. I need to know only x equals what, not 2x equals what. So 2 times x, I'm going to get rid of 2 times. How I'm going to get rid of 2 times? What is the opposite of times? Opposite of times is divided by. So I'm going to divide both sides by 2. So that is by 2, left hand side, and also the right hand side by 2. So x equals 4. The next one is, this is the last one, x minus 2 equals 6. I need to find x equals what? So we have x and 2 is take away from the x. So this is x minus 2 equals 6. This is balance. I need to know x equals what? So this minus 2 is giving me trouble. I need to get rid of minus 2. And how I'm going to get rid of minus 2? The opposite of minus 2 is plus 2. So we gotta do plus 2 both sides. So plus 2 both sides. Minus 2 plus 2 equals 0 and 6 plus 2 equals 8. So x equals 8. So done. Now again the golden rule, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other side. And this we call golden rule. If you understand this, equation will be piece of cake. So now the main thing, if you to solve your equation, if you need to get rid of plus 2, you have to use minus 2 both sides. If you need to get rid of minus 2, you have to use plus 2 both sides. And if you need to get rid of times by 2, you have to use divided by 2 both sides. And if you need to get rid of divided by 2, you have to use times by 2 both sides to solve the equation. So there are 4 types of equation. First one is addition equation. So h plus 8 equals 3. This plus 8 is giving me trouble. I'm going to get rid of plus 8 from that side. So I have to look for what is the opposite of plus 8. Of course, it is minus 8 both sides. So it will be opposite of plus is minus. So minus 8 both sides. 3 minus 8 equals minus 5. So h equals minus 5. Second one is subtraction equation. H minus 3 equals 0. Sorry. I need to know h equals what? This minus 3 is giving me trouble. I want to get rid of minus 3 from that side. What's the opposite of minus 3? Opposite of minus is plus. So plus 3. So we're going to use plus 3 both sides. Minus 3 plus 3 is 0. And 0 minus 3 equals 3. So h equals 3. The third type of equation is multiplication equation. 9 times d equals 1. 9 times. I have to get rid of 9 times. Right? I have to get rid of 9 times. What is the opposite of 9 times? The opposite of 9 times is divided by 9 both sides. So I'm going to divide by 9 both sides and 9 cancel out. D equals 1 over 9. The last one is division equation. D divided by 6 equals 8. D divided by 6 equals 8. I need to know D equals what? So I need to get rid of divided by 6. How I'm going to get rid of divided by 6? What is the opposite of divided by 6? Times by 6. So I'm going to use times by 6. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 6. 6 cancel out. 8 times 6 equals 48. D equals 48. So let's again go through the first the four basic type of equations. First one is addition equation. We're going to use the inverse operation, which is subtraction, to solve this type of equation. So addition equation is, for example, is m plus 8 equals 12. How I'm going to solve this equation? So we have a plus 8 here. This plus 8 is giving me trouble. I want to get rid of plus 8. So what is the opposite of plus 8? Minus 8. Minus 8 both sides. What you use on one side, you must use the same, do the same to the other side. So you're gonna use minus 8 both sides. Plus 8 minus 8 equals 0, and 12 minus 8 equals 4. So m equals 4. Second type of equation is subtraction equation. We're gonna use the inverse operation for subtraction, which is addition. So this is example of subtraction equation. m minus 3 equals 5. I need to know m equals what? So I'm going to get rid of minus 3. So ask yourself, what is the opposite of minus 3? Of course, the opposite of minus 3 is plus 3 both sides. So you're going to use plus 3 both sides. Now, minus 3 plus 3 equals 0. Here 0. And 5 plus 3 equals 8. So m equals 8. The third type of equation is multiplication equation. To solve this type of equation, we're going to use the inverse operation for multiplication, which is division. So this is an example of multiplication equation. 3 times m equals 18. I need to know m equals what? So I need to get rid of 3 times. So what is the opposite of 3 times? Of course, divided by 3. Divided by 3 both sides. That's what I'll do. Divided by 3 both sides. Top 3, bottom 3 cancel out each other. And 3 goes to 18 6 times. So m equals 6. And the last type of equation, the number 4 equation, is division equation. And to solve this type of equation, we're going to use the inverse operation for division, which is multiplication. M divided by 3 equals 4 is an example of division equation. I need to find out the value of m. But the problem is there is a divided by 3. M divided by 3. This divided by 3 is giving me trouble. And I need to get rid of divided by 3. What is the opposite of divided by 3? Times by 3 both sides. So I'm gonna times both sides by 3. Top 3, bottom 3 cancel out. 4 times 3 equals 12. So m equals 12. So these are the 4 basic types of equation. And if you understand how to solve these 4 basic type of equation, you'll be able to solve any equation of the world. But these are the basics, and you must know like the back of your hand how to solve these type of equations. So for example, we're going to solve x plus 7 equals 2. So it is addition type of equation, right? X plus 7 equals 2. And I need to know x equals what? So I'm going to use minus 7 both sides to get rid of plus 7. So plus 7 minus 7 equals 0, and 12 minus 7 equals 5. And if you want to verify whether you are correct or not, left hand side, if x equals 5, so 5 plus 7, x is 5 plus 7 equals 12. And the right hand side is 12. So your solution is correct. This one is subtraction equation. So x minus 9 equals 3, and I need to know x equals what? But this minus 9 is giving me trouble. I want to get rid of minus 9. So what is the opposite of minus 9? 9. It's plus 9. So plus 9 both sides. Minus 9 plus 9 0, and 3 plus 9 equals 12. X equals 12. If you want to know whether the answer is correct or not, you will substitute x equals to 12 into the left hand side. So x is 12 minus 9. 12 minus 9 equals 3. So you can always verify whether your answer is correct or not. This is multiplication type of equation. 3 times x equals 12, right? And I need to know x equals what? But this 3 times is giving me trouble. I need to get rid of 3 times. What is the opposite of 3 times? Divided by 3 both sides. So divided by 3 both sides. Top 3, bottom 3 cancel out each other, and 3 goes to 12 4 times. So x equals 4. Again, if you want, you can verify it. The last one is division equation. X divided by 4 equals 20. So I need to know x equals what? But this divided by 4, x divided by 4, this divided by 4 is giving me trouble. I want to get rid of divided by 4. So I'll use opposite of division, which is multiplication. So I multiply both sides by 4. Now top 4, bottom 4 cancel out. 4 times 20 equals 80.